So how do you deal with these negative reviews? Do you respond to them? Do you message them? What do you do? Your restaurant was super dirty. Customers can be so mean. Awful. Hi everyone, I'm Jessica Madrazo, your digital Devoenia, and welcome to my channel where we talk about business, marketing, and all those different things online. So it's very easy to give feedback nowadays. Just go to their page, go to the review section, and choose the number of stars. You can give a positive review or a negative review, which is really a nightmare for businesses and page managers. So how do you deal with these negative reviews? Do you respond to them? Do you message them? What do you do? So in this video, we're going to talk about how you can deal with these negative reviews, and as a bonus, how you can convert these people into your advocates. So our goal is by the end of your conversation, they will love your brand, they will promote it, and they'll change that negative review, that 1 star, into 5 stars. So a revolution has happened in marketing. Back in the days, customer support was just customer support, that's it. So they're a separate department. But now, marketing and customer support is very intertwined. When you're dealing with a negative review or if you're responding to queries, it's already a marketing opportunity. So it has always been, it's just that we're only realizing it just recently. So the one thing I'd like to clarify while we're talking about negative feedbacks in this video is that we're not talking about trolls, okay? Trolls are awful. Trolls exist in the online world. It's something that we have to accept. And when we're talking about negative reviews, we're really not talking about the trolls, all right? If you're dealing with a troll, then just delete that review, delete that comment. We ignore them, all right? So remember that your customers are also smart. If you can tell that they're a troll, your customers can also tell that that person is a troll. So we're not talking about that. We're talking about the legitimate concerns that you're actually getting on your page. So now that we have that aside, the first thing that you have to do is, of course, determine if it's a legitimate concern or if it's a troll. Because if it is a legitimate concern, do not make the mistake of deleting that review or that comment. It's something that we really clarify with our clients. Do not delete that because it's very easy to screenshot. And in fact, most people that I know, whenever they give a negative review, they actually take a screenshot of it just to be sure that it won't be deleted by the page manager. It has happened several times, and when you do that, that little negative review problem will turn into something so much bigger, especially if you're doing that as a habit. So all your unhappy customers will bond together and really try and spread that negative feedback that you got, right? So we do not do that. We do not delete. You also shouldn't be afraid of the review section on your Facebook page, okay? It's something that's there to help you. Reviews are great, and if you're confident about your product and your service, you shouldn't be afraid of reviews. So if you already have your review section open on your page and you do get a negative feedback, what are the things that you should do? The first is you should always comment on that post. So don't make the mistake of like messaging them directly. I know that option is available, but we actually respond to comments because we want everyone to know that you're responding to all the feedback that you get, not just the good ones. So once people see that, they'll be confident with dealing with you. They'll know that you have very good customer support. Okay? And it's something that we really want to announce. After you've already commented on the post and let others know that you're dealing with this review, the next thing you should do is to send them a message. Apologize, explain the situation. If you did make the mistake, or if there was a mishap or if something really happened, you really should apologize. I have recommended to clients before, especially if they can afford it, give your unhappy customers something. Give them a coupon, invite them back, show them that you really care and that you're really sorry about what happened. So offer them something to make sure that they return and that they have a better experience when they buy something again from you or when they go to your resto again. Now, there are certain customers that remain to be unhappy even after your apology, and it's normal, right? We understand, especially if they're very upset over what happened. A strategy that you can do is to escalate, okay? You know that whenever you call customer support and you're not happy with the agent that you're talking to, you always ask for a manager. So it's also the same case in social media, even if it's just chat or you're exchanging via inbox. Always make the effort to escalate if they're unhappy. Let them know that you're transferring the conversation to a manager and the manager is taking over. If you're the owner and you don't actually have a social media manager or a customer support and you're doing everything, introduce yourself. Let them know that you're the owner, because it feels different when you're a customer and you're talking to someone who can actually make a difference, who can actually act on the complaint. So if it's just an agent, that they only have limited powers. But if you're talking to a manager or an owner, that if you have any concerns, they'll be able to do something about it, not just for yourself, but also for the benefit of the other customers. So some people make that complaint so that others will not experience the same bad thing that they have, which is why we always let them know if they're talking to a manager, or if we're escalating it to a manager, or if they're talking to the actual owner. Once you do this successfully and they're happy, we have had experiences wherein they actually converted, they changed their negative review and turned it into something positive. And here's a hint. Once you've already exchanged messages and you've already resolved the problem, end it with a question, So it's like a small nudge to make them change the review. So it's very awkward if you ask them directly to change that 1 star into 5 stars. But if you do a little nudge, if you ask them and you tell them something like, I hope we were able to respond to your concern. We'd also like to ask, how was your experience in this exchange? We hope that we were able to resolve your problem. And if you have any other concerns, we're always here. Just let us know and we'd be happy to fix anything for you. So that's just a little nudge to make them realize that they're actually happy with how you handle the situation. And, we'll make them realize that maybe I need to edit that negative review because this person is very nice, or this business was really great with their customer support. So maybe I was not happy with this specific product or with that service. But because they were very helpful, this negative experience definitely turned into a positive one for me. So that's just a little nudge to make them add more stars to that review. And trust me, if you're able to deal with those negative concerns the right way, you will turn that unhappy customer into an advocate. They'd be very happy to recommend you to their friends and family. In fact, it may even come to a point where they're willing to defend you if someone else posts a negative review about you, because they already feel connected with you. So remember, in customer support and in business, if you've created a relationship with your customer, even if it started out as a negative one, if you were able to turn it around and to create a more positive experience and actually connect with them, create a relationship with them, then they become a loyal customer. So I hope you learned something in today's video. Again, don't be afraid of reviews. It's not an enemy. It's actually a marketing tool. So if you enjoyed this video and if you learned something, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on all my social media platforms. Just search for Digital Davoenia on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.